So when I ask somebody like sell 15 or sell 30, the idea I'm telling to you is that you're gauging yourself to actually have a fan base that'll do anything for you. So this is like, there's no lose on your end, because the goal is, I always ask people, like people will say, they're the dopest rapper ever, or anything like that. Like people come and say that to me, or even when we were heavy in the rap game, people were like, man, I'm doper than King Tef, da da da. Hey, dope is only relevant to how many people say that you're dope. If only my friends and stuff tell me I'm dope, then whoop-de-doo. You see what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like at the time when I'm touring with him consistently, if I'm putting 1,000 people in a venue in Denver and then I'm going everywhere else and putting at least 100 in every other place I go, and they're all saying I'm dope, and then someone's telling me they're doper than me, I'm like, well, how does this even like add up? Because if they go to the venue, it's not gonna pop. So the logic of what is even being dope is based off this relevancy, but we don't, like, the industry doesn't teach you that because they don't want you to control the people. If you actually control your fan base, you can ask the industry for anything. Because you can go and fill in any venue, you can get any sponsor you want to, you can do anything you want to. Then when they offer you, hey, I want to pay you $50,000 to come sign this record deal, and you're already making $150,000, you're going to be like, well, why would I do that? I'll just keep controlling my fan base and keep running this out. Because if I'm making, for instance, let's say you get to 200 fans, and you're 200 fans everywhere, and then I'm paying, like, let's say I pay you $2,000 every night you go somewhere. Because I'm willing to do it. If I know you got 200 fans everywhere, I'll pay you $2,000 every night. And so when you go everywhere and you do your 10 spots, and you making $2,000 a night, you do 10 spots in this month, and then you make your $20,000. Go home with your $20,000. Let's say you have some sponsors. So then when you're looking at having 200 people in a place, you're looking at sponsors that's probably willing to give you $500 to $1,000 every night you come out. Because they want your consumers. They have to advertise, but they can't pay for Drake to say it or anything like that. So they can pay you $500 to $1,000, and you're gonna say, cool. So then now when you're adding that to every stop that you're doing, if you did 10 stops and you got $1,000 on that, now you just came home with $30,000. So then now if you have your merch on there, and then every stop you did $500 at every stop. Now you're looking at, what would that be? At 10 stops, that's like right around what, $5,000?
It's endless once you start adding all these other things, and you add on team, and you start organizing all this.
So then you come back home and you have $35,000. Then you don't do nothing for the rest of that quarter. Then you go back out and do that shit again. And then you start gaining traction in another city, and gaining traction in another city. So then you start expanding and going like, well, hey, I'm gonna now find my 30 fans that's gonna be in Wyoming. And they're gonna be in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and that's the next spot I'm gonna hit. Then you just constantly run these same runs over and over again, keep expanding. This is what this life is all about.